Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer cursing, from Goose Island. So Goose Island was just buy one, get one at Publix, so picked up a few of those. This is Hazy Beer Hug. I believe I've actually reviewed it before, didn't actually like it, so let's try this again. So it has wheat. I believe it's Amarillo, Nelson, Galaxy, which some crazy hops that they're on. Has wheat in there, yeah. And then the Best Buy, I assume it's 6 months, which make this can like 3 weeks fresh, which is absolutely insane, which is possible. Right? Oh, no, wait. 6 months would be... No. If it's June, then we're talking it was probably canned in January, February, March, April, May, June. Oh, yeah. So it's 3 weeks fresh. Yeah. It would be weird if they did like 7 or 8. I don't know. But anyway. They call it Bright Sunshine Hazy. The rebranding on this is pretty cool. Different from that kind of like... Goose Island sort of older kind of design was a little bit more, or labeled, or was a little bit more like a Brooklyn brewing, right? Brooklyn brewery, and now it's a little bit fresher, new take, AB embed money on all that fun stuff, and 6.8%. Yeah, let's look at this guy. So beer comes in a straw color, lighter than even like gold, medium plus haze to it. It's not completely opaque, kind of milky, kind of light hue to it. Wonderful tight white head to it. Smells pretty nice. I mean, definitely southern hemisphere, right? So you're getting gooseberry, guava, white grape, a little bit of some young character. I would have guessed there's citron here, so there's definitely some of that kind of like just a yellow, orangey citrus fruit. A little bit of like green polyphenol thing. Yeah, smells great. Cheers. Smells good. Not a huge southern hemisphere bomb, but definitely noticeable. On the palate, it's very pale, very watery. Get a little bit of that kind of weeded silkiness. Sort of reminds you a little bit like Vit beer, right? Actually, does remind me a lot of Vit beer because that kind of like, it's got this like, I mean, it's wheat. I would have guessed maybe it was oats in there too, but that kind of just like pale graininess has a little bit of this kind of just doughy action, doughy for days. But yeah, for sure, like unmalted wheat kind of flavor. Yeah, there's a little bit of creaminess in there. And then, but yeah, the palate ends up a little bit watery for beer that's pretty much just like full strength at 7%, right? Full strength IPA. On the palate, it's not as hoppy as the nose. You get a little bit of this kind of like southern hemisphere hint. Maybe a bit of a lime leaf, more to that guava. A little bit of like light yellow grapefruit, completely lacking bitterness. A little bit of like green polyphenol in the back end, but yeah, it's like a big produced hazy IPA. Good thing about it doesn't really necessarily have off flavors, but it doesn't really pop out of the glass. But it's almost like a slightly hoppy kind of like wheat beer kind of thing, which is sort of what hazy IPA is, right? Adjunct laden mouthfeel, relying on mouthfeel, adjuncts and aromatic hops. It doesn't really have too much distinct hop character. I would say it's like not too far off from New Belgium's Voodoo Imperial? Oh, not Voodoo Imperial. Voodoo Ranger Hazy IPA. In that range, But yeah, if people ask for Hazy IPA, this is a pretty decent example. Like sort of, you got a large brewery making beer, and it's pretty good. It's not going to taste anything like the stuff that you get from... You know what it actually sort of tastes like? It tastes a little bit like a hazy... Yeah, like a hazy pale ale. I honestly would have guessed this beer was like 5-6% versus like almost 7. But for... Like, it's not quite... Yeah, it's not quite session hazy IPA, but I would have guessed this was hazy pale, but instead of full strength IPA, so you really don't get the impact at that ABV, but it is what it is. Not bad stuff. Where is this coming from, by the way? I'm actually very curious. Okay. So it's actually produced at either Chicago or Fort Collins. What facility did they have in Fort Collins? Did Goose Island, or did AB buy out for Goose Island? I actually don't know. But I assume, again, this is not from Fort Collins, from Chicago. It's closer to Florida. It's fine beer. It is a little bit bland and watery. 84. That is Hazy Beer Hug, Goose Island. Let me know if you guys have tried it. I'm sure it's everywhere. Later.